I'm at the Commerce Center in downtown Vancouver with Brian Krieger, who is the director of the Commerce Center, and it's safe to say that this is business central for the 2010 Olympic Games. Explain.
Well, it absolutely is. This is the place where all of the business action happens. We have a website up at 2010commercecenter.com, and we have all the information that a business needs to get connected to 2010 business opportunities.
And you're really doing a lot of outreach, too, as we talked off camera, to try to get businesses involved, not just here locally, but in Washington State and elsewhere, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a huge project, and we welcome all the help that we can get. And there are lots and lots of opportunities that have been posted already. There are lots more coming. And, we've done conferences, we do presentations, we've done hundreds of presentations, we've done over 200 workshops to try to get businesses engaged in these opportunities.
When you say workshops, what exactly do you mean?
Well, we have a 2.5-hour workshop about how to do business around the Olympic Games that we offer all around the province of British Columbia. We offer it here at the 2010 Commerce Center in Vancouver fairly frequently, and anyone's welcome to join us.
If I have a business, a small business, for instance, and it's in Washington State, how could I get involved, or could I get involved?
Oh, it's entirely possible. There are businesses that have a single employee that are doing Olympic Games.
Is that right?
Absolutely. Lots of consulting businesses. There are companies with unique products. There are companies with unique services that the Olympic Games needs or will need.
What's the process you would go through to get involved?
There's a couple of different ways. Often there are formal requests that come through request for proposal, and those can be found on our website, 2010commercecenter.com. And there are informal requests. So a lot of the buyers who come in, especially who will come in later in 2009, are going to be looking for things. It might be flowers, it might be event coordinators, it might be someone to build them a structure, it might be someone to pull cable. It's
really no end. It's unlimited, right?
Anything you can pretty much imagine will probably happen during the Olympic Games. And so we have a 2010 business network that's an online profile. Companies at no charge can come in, put their profile up on our website as potential 2010 suppliers and be found there by 2010 buyers.
Have you used other Olympic Games as models for what you're doing here at the Commerce Center?
Yeah, we aren't afraid to steal great ideas, and there have been some great ideas in the past. We looked a lot at what Atlanta did in trying to engage the business community in the Olympic Games. We tried to broaden that to include our entire province and not just the city and the region around Vancouver. We looked at Australia and what Australia did, and they had quite a thorough engagement program for business. In fact, we borrowed the Commerce Center name from Australia. They had the
Is that right?
The first Olympic Commerce Center. So now we have the 2010 Commerce Center.
Are you looking at this event as, not just a British Columbia event, but a Northwest regional event?
Yeah, it's going to take all of us to pull off a very successful Olympic Games. And we work with the group of Penwar states, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Alaska, and our Canadian friends in Alberta and the Yukon as a group to talk about all the issues, the cross-border issues, about doing business together around the Olympic Games. And we really see it here as an opportunity for our companies to build great new partnerships with Washington State companies.
What are the toughest challenges you face right now? What has popped up that surprised you?
Oh, well, that's a really good question. As we travel around the province, I've found it really interesting that some of our own companies that are up in the interior, or they're not in Vancouver, they have challenges sometimes getting engaged. They have a mindset that they're too far away,
right,
that the Olympic Games isn't for them, that maybe their companies are too small. So we need to get over that. We've got companies from all across the states that are interested. We've got companies from Europe and Asia that are interested. They're coming here to do 2010 businesses. So it's really getting our own companies engaged. A lot of them are, but some of them still need more information.
You get awarded at the Olympic Games. The day you found out about that, what goes through your mind? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but at the same time, you've got to be like, I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Yeah, it was a very exciting day. I think we all really enjoyed it, and probably didn't really sink in what we had to do for a little while after we won the games. There was a lot of work in winning the games, but it's a different kind of work in actually delivering them. And it's been a really interesting challenge, but it's been really fun.
So if people once again want to get involved in the Olympic Games, what can they do? Who do they contact?
Well, from a business perspective, your first stop is 2010commercecenter.com. Come in and register for our newsletter, sign up on our business network, get notification of business opportunities emailed to you. It's all there. It's all for free. There's lots of background information. We do lots of stories about successful companies. That's the first place.
Brian Krieger, Director of the Commerce Center, the Business Central for the 2010 Olympic Games. Thanks for being a guest on Northwest Notebook.
It's been a pleasure.